Canelo Alvarez is approaching another fantastic accomplishment within the boxing game as he's trying to capture greatness for the second time and becoming two times undisputed within his career at super middleweight versus William Scope. Now, I know many of y'all looking into this is like, Alvarez, William Scope, bruh, what you worried about? We looking at Terrence Bud Crawford later on down the line. We think you coming in here with that. You about to drop some news on that. But I'm alarmed, bro. I believe we can't look too far ahead because doomsday may be approaching. Just saying. And I'm going to give you my whys on why I feel that way, my opinion. And y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree or disagree. But we about to go ahead and unpack and get right to it. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and cut on this here topic. Let me go ahead and conclude the music. Yay! So, May 3rd is right around the corner. Canelo Alvarez is the smaller fighter once again in this battle versus William Scope. Now, William Scope is a Cuban, come from the Cuban school. Once you hear, he's from that, he's a countryman from that country, you already know he has that decorated pedigree that comes along with him, which is he's going to be a slick fighter, very agile, you know what I mean? They normally, have great footwork. And, throughout Canelo Alvarez's career, Cubans have given him problems. In Anzilan Lara, we seen that was one of Canelo's toughest bouts. Now, that was the younger Canelo Alvarez, Lara also. And, many will say that Canelo Alvarez won that fight with flying colors. Myself will say that that was more closer than it should have been. It depends on your preference on what you decide you will score the fight on. But you cannot debate at the end of the day, it was one of Canelo's toughest bouts yet. And that was at a lower weight class. We all know that Canelo Alvarez, has been capturing weight class after weight class throughout his whole career, which makes him one of the pound for pound greatest fighters to do this in his sport. Now, set aside all the praise for Canelo Alvarez, which I have great respect for, despite, me already making my pick. If you're not familiar over here, when it comes to the big mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, Team Crawford on this end, but I admire and I also praise what Canelo Alvarez has done for the sport and what he continues to contribute to the sport as we continually, currently speak on his name today. Going after the Williams Scope at 168 is not a small task, and I don't want anybody to overlook it or, make it seem like it's not a great accomplishment, because it is. For any fighter to go undisputed, let alone one time, to have the possibility to do it for the second time is,